of Worlds. So this is going to be awesome to see, and you know, we'll see if he gets to play the Diana. That's what he did play in that KT Series 2-0.
Yeah, as we take a look at some stats over here, T1 currently in 4th, and it's very back and forth for them, as we mentioned. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss. Very middling for now, but some of their stats are really up towards the top end. Their KDA is 2nd in the league, 1st in terms of first blood, and
stats here, even when Damwon Kia were kind of struggling, they look pretty phenomenal. And this is exclusively his mid stats. Of course, this doesn't take into account when he played AD carry earlier on. Faker, though, too, has looked really good. His decision-making has been awesome. He's played the Ryze again. He's also played a lot of supports in the mid lane. It's in this meta. Faker's Ryze.
I love it.
It's great against Gwen.
It's good into the matchup with Lucian. I really like this pick right now. They're going to ignore the Lee Sin, and they even pick up the Jace, anticipating Gwen to potentially go into that solo lane as well. Yeah, and it also means that, you know, one of the champions we've seen Khan play quite a lot, the Gnar, is less of an issue too. If you're looking at this kind of draft, you're like, well, if it's going to be the Gwen, it's a great matchup. Also, if you were planning on jungling that, you also can't really play Gnar very comfortably. And Jace is not a champion that you pick blind where you feel like there's a lot of risk in that most of the time. Now, it is Kana we're talking about. Yeah. So his Jace has looked fantastic when he's good on. Carrier definitely can play it. I don't know if he has to in this one.
Yeah, the
He's
Gragas
gonna go with the
better.
Gragas. Yeah.
I mean, Trundle support with the Kalista is definitely like a really dangerous combo. But the final pick gonna come through here now for Damwon Kia. They have mid lane prio. They have a tough matchup if they keep the Gwen. So this has to be, you know, the Zac jungle coming through. That's a kind of a weird response. We'll see how Canyon performs on it. And the Braum looks to be the final pick here to pair with the Aphelios. Gonna block a lot of the poke. I really like this into the Jace, to be honest. Be his 3rd game of the season, I think is what you're gonna say.
That's what I wanted to say. We're just trying to kill Ghost here. The Ignite goes down, the Exhaust is here in response, and that is going to be the concussive blows, and one last auto will do it. Barrel's gonna pick up that first blood down on the bottom side, as he was considering it, but they don't know what's on the other side of that brush, and that's going to be a nice little win for Ghost and Barrel.
Yeah, Carrier doesn't have to flash here, but just misunderstanding, I guess, the timing here.
In a bit of trouble. He has no summoners here. The stun is going to miss, though, but Khan doesn't, or rather, Kana doesn't care. He's getting in there. Look at this. Canyon is there immediately and shuts this down. The power of the Zac jumps in from the Krugs. They never saw that coming.
So far away, you can engage with this champion, even if you think that you're safe. You don't have vision of this location, but you're like, well, I mean, he'd be here already if he was there, right? No, Zac is actually so incredible at long range, launching himself into these fights. Gets the double knock up there and turns the kill. And Khan dodges the stun, which allows him to survive just that little bit longer. And like I said, he's not running Flash, so you feel pretty good about it.
Didn't have Ghost either.
Yeah, he didn't have anything, so...
Well, I guess he popped it, actually.
Oh, yeah,
right here at the beginning, so that's my fault.
Yeah, no, actually I thought he didn't have it either, but either way, like, he just barely survives enough. He has level 6, does a ton of damage. Canyon's there for the follow-up. Been using that aggression to their advantage. Is Khan?
He's seeing a lot of damage here as Khan is trying to extend this trade with Onar coming up. The needles will be popped, and Zac is always around, but here we got a fight down on the bottom side as we're going to trade 80 carries. And now Showmaker coming in, double teleport here for T1 as the Ryze ultimate as well, really trying to extend this, but Barrel's got a stopwatch, and that's going to keep him alive. Khan kind of has to still get out of there. They're trying to kite this one back. Khan takes a huge amount of damage from the shock blast, and they will have to disengage finally, as Faker still on full health bait, trying to get on top of Kana here, and they are going to pull him back. The power of the Zac, and it's a 2-on-1 now as he's just going to get ultimated up into the air, and Canyon comes in 521 days after the last Zac game, and now he's 2-0-1.
Maybe a new Zac meta.
He's coming in. Harry has got to be careful. He's not respecting the power of the Zac and the Braum together, and he's just going to give his life away there. And with him not there and nobody else, that's just going to be the mid-turret going down. And
they want more.
He's going for more. He absolutely is looking for more. He's not going to be able to link it up with Onar here, but he is at least able to keep Faker around, and he will follow up with yet another kill.
Oh man, this is such a lead now that Damwon Kia have. We're looking at...
Wait, he's not done yet. What's better than 1+1? How about 2+1? As we got another one. Here's Braum picking up that as Gumayusi at least is trying to bounce away, but who's better at bouncing? Is it Kalista or Zach? I'll let you guys answer that one after this game.
Heal?
Canyon
almost saved his
good thought, you got him. And he's probably going to go down here as Kana's just going to hop on him. One last shot will do it. There it is. They finally get the shutdown. And the fun.
The push potential too. Okay, Faker might get caught here once again.
As well as we have Onar trying to come up to the bottom side. And that's a lot of damage coming out. But look at the Gwen sustain. This is just insane. And Khan will get away.
This champion was not made for pro gamers, okay? Khan sees the numbers. He knows what this champion is capable of. You are never going to...
And is coming up in 40 seconds.
Faker does not have teleport, mind you, as Khan is going to get collapsed on.
Okay, he's going to try to turn it around onto Khan. And T1 say, well, the jungler's in the bottom lane, so why don't we just do the Baron?
Well...
And, okay, so Canyon's going to be left to try to solo the Jace. We have the Baron started up. The TP did come in from Showmaker, as now T1 are trying to turn this one around. Onar takes a bunch of damage, but Showmaker is just trying to frontline now. Takes down the two of them. As Faker says, let's get out of here, Guma. By the way, meanwhile, Zach got another.
Zach got another kill. Now they can actually do the Baron themselves. Like, oh, you started this for us. We didn't get the leash, but, you know, I guess we'll take it since we're in the vicinity. And T1 are going to rotate over here. And yeah, I mean, you actually killed the Aphelios first in that fight. You still couldn't win it. That's not a good sign if you're a T1 fan in this first game. I mean, you could try to steal this, but you cannot win. Just barely gets out of the range there, that one.
Okay, Canyon is getting pretty far up here, and this is not the timing. Thankfully, he does have a Braum. The Showmaker, he's like, uh-oh, trying to get over the wall here. He is going to be able to kite it back. But again, this is a bit of an overextension now from Damwon Kia. As in goes Faker, he gets the root. As stopwatch will keep Khan alive for just a moment, but just the short moment. And now, Damwon Kia give T1 an opportunity to take another big objective. Unfortunately, as long as Barrel just sits in the front, he can eat a lot of damage for his team.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to push Onar back. Now, the cool thing about this for T1 is the timing of Baron is really nice. Yeah, like, this is actually perfect for them trying to rush.
Yeah, they do have a lot of Baron damage here with Ryze and Kalista and the Jace coming in.
Here comes Canyon, though.
Over the top, right into the middle of them, but he doesn't really get much. He gets a couple of knockups, and down will go the Kalista. And that's really all you had to do. Onar's going to try to get into that back line, but he can't do it alone. Faker and Kana both get zoned on the back of this fight. Now there's a turret that did huge chunks to Kana.
Thank you for the leash. Kana's trying to do his best to maybe get a pick here. Faker in trouble, has to flash. It's all going wrong.
Ooh, they're still chasing him down. Showmaker's going to avoid that damage. The Ryze very fast, but you're never getting away from Gwen and Zach. That is for sure. So they get the Baron and the extra goodies.
Yeah, they get the Baron, they get the Drake. So
yeah. And oh, by the way, Canyon is looking to try to solo down Kana.
No way out.
As, okay, the culling will come out, and that's actually going to be Showmaker threading the needle there, able to pick up the kill, and now it's just the bouncy castle as Canyon catches another one. As I didn't think there would be a play that could make Zach look this flashy, but I guess I should have assumed it would be Canyon.
Yeah, I think so. He really kept Khan so relevant in this game. So that's the best way to go golden.
The puddle celebration.
I mean, it was a fantastic performance from him. Really different and unique draft here from Damwon Kia. You have a tanky Zach who's going to make sure that Jace is punished. And unfortunately for Kana, he kind of ran it down a few times trying to get that advantage that this pick for him in the draft was supposed to guarantee. I'm playing against Gwen, I'm the Jace. They did not flex the Gwen into the jungle. I get exactly what I want, and I need to get those advantages. You know, he's a 76, 77% Jace player, right, in terms of his win rate. He's an experienced veteran. But in this game, the babysitting from Canyon was so good. He was the best babysitter ever. They were going to have to give a big tip because he got 2 kills on Takana early on, got very fed, and then just put his presence everywhere on the map. And unfortunately for T1, I feel like each and every one of their players individually just forgot how long the range of Zach's engage is when you don't have vision. Like, Faker got caught a few times. We saw Kana get caught several times. And eventually, you just start to crumble and fall apart when you don't respect this champ that, again, we haven't seen in over a year here in the LCK.
Yep. Good positioning from Canyon to be in the right place at the right time. So you can see Stardust trying to lead the discussion here in the coach's booth after some of the recent changes. Onar, this time around, unfortunately, just not able to have as much of an effect on the Viego compared to that Diana, which, by the way, they did first ban. And yeah, I mean, the Jace is going to do insane damage, but it's not effective enough to get them the victory.
Yeah, and, you know, I feel like we have to, again, stay